Hi, welcome to the course on Explainable AI. In this lecture, we'll be looking at how we can implement LIME for image-based data. So for this particular purpose, we'll be using a pre-trained neural network called Inception V3. Inception V3 has been trained on, so the pre-training has been done on ImageNet dataset. And in the particular case that we are looking at, there are 1,000 different classes. So it's like a 1,000 class classification. And since it's pre-trained, as long as we provide a good test image, the classification accuracy will be pretty good. And what the network outputs is a probability distribution over these 1,000 classes on which the network is trained on. So this is the rough structure of the Inception V3, but the details of this architecture is not really relevant for the lecture today, because we just want to show the approach of how to implement LIME for images and what can we interpret from the LIME explainer. So this is ImageNet. ImageNet has, in the particular case that we are looking at, there are 1,000 classes in which images are belonging. And these are some of the example classes. There are various types of animals, objects, food items, tools, scenes, cloth items, household items, etc. So these are all part of the ImageNet. So if we upload images from these categories into a pre-trained neural network like Inception V3 that is pre-trained on ImageNet, we'll be able to hopefully get some good classification. Now, our objective is to kind of check if Inception V3 is classifying a particular image as elephant. What we want to see is, using LIME, can we actually check if the pixels that have most relevance in the classification, whether they are corresponding to that elephant or whether background has any role, because elephant, we will most likely have elephant with some kind of a background, right? So we just want to see which pixels contribute maximum towards something being classified as elephant or something being classified as an object. So that's what we want to see using the approach of LIME. And this will give us insight into whether the Inception V3 neural network is actually looking at the right thing or not. So as we have already discussed before, having very high accuracy for a neural network is not sufficient. High accuracy could be also because a neural network is looking at something else, like a husky versus wolf classification. So husky, whenever husky was found in a background of snow, it was being classified as wolf. And when we look at why this classification is happening, we could see that the neural network was actually focusing on the background, which is the snow. So it was, instead of it being a good husky versus not husky classifier, it was like a very good snow detection algorithm. So what we'll be doing is, using LIME, we'll see how we can check if neural network is seeing the right thing. So our workflow in this particular lecture will be as following. We'll first load the pre-trained Inception V3. We will upload a particular test image. We'll do it for multiple images, in fact. And then we will load the LIME explainer for images. And we'll use this LIME explainer for analyzing the features, which are actually clusters of pixels, which contributes to the classification. So if you remember, the features in a text-based data are the words or the tokens. The features in a tabular data are the individual columns, and features in an image kind of data set are the random segmentations that are created within the image. So if an image is randomly segmented into 40 or 50 different islands, 4 or 5 or 6 of these islands might be contributing maximum to the classification. And these individual islands are the features. So we'll be looking at which features or which group of pixels in the images are classifying to the are contributing to the classification. So we'll be programming on Google Colab, and I'll be sharing the link to the Colab notebook with you. So initially you can just follow with me, and later you can try it out yourself. All right, so this is the Google Colab notebook, and the code is already written. So we'll walk you through the code one by one, block by block. So first, what we'll be doing is importing the required libraries. Keras is needed, then matplotlib for plotting the figures, and numpy for dealing with arrays. So first, let's run this. This should be fast. And then after that, what we do is we load Inception V3. So from Keras, we have already imported Inception V3 as inc_net. So that from that we are loading Inception V3. So this is a pre-trained neural network, which is, as I mentioned, pre-trained on ImageNet. And downloading this will take some time. I had run this notebook before, and it took me a bit of time. So if it takes too much time, I'll pause the video and I'll come back to it. Okay, this time it was quite fast. And then what we are doing is we are loading and we are converting to 299 by 299. So this will be the target size of the image. So now what we are going to do is first we have to load the images. So here I have defined a particular path for the images. So what we can do here is, let me first create a folder here. So click this folder icon, right click, new folder, and this can be data. And then click these three dots, upload. And I have already selected a bunch of test images. So I will upload it here. And again, please note that these images which are created in this data folder are temporary. This folder itself is temporary. If we disconnect the runtime of Google Colab, this folder will disappear. So if you don't want your images to be lost, you can put it in Google Colab, and you can Google Drive, and you can connect the Colab with the drive. Now what we can do here is perhaps so I think we can just put the image name here. So copy path. We don't need this part. Sorry for the long name. So what we're going to do is first we are plotting the image, and here we are dividing by 2 and adding plus 0.5 to make sure that the brightness of the image is correct. So I'll show without the 0.5 how it looks like. Okay, so here is the image. And if I did not have this 0.5, the image will look pretty dark. You see? So that's why we have the 0.5. And what is being printed here is the INET model, which is the Inception V3, which we had loaded, which is pre-trained. It is making a prediction on the image which we have uploaded. So you can see that the top predictions are as follows. With 17% likelihood there is an African elephant, as you can see. Obviously there is a water buffalo, I guess that is this. Then there is a ram. I'm not sure if I'm able to see the ram properly. There is Leonberg, bighorn. Unfortunately, I'm not able to see which one are those, but basically it's giving us prediction accuracy in the decreasing order, and these are the top 5 predictions. We can also, print the predictions, the more number of predictions, instead of just printing the top 5 predictions. But I guess this is fine. Now let's try with another image, copy path. And I guess I just need to change the name here, tiger1.jpg. So this should be heavily favorable towards tiger. So you can see that tiger, it's 81%. And maybe I can just multiply by 100 to show percentage. Okay, I guess this is not what we are supposed to do. Yeah, so here tiger with 81%, tiger cat 14%, jaguar, it's not a jaguar, but the probability of that is low, 0.14%. So I'm just multiplying this number by 100. So it's very good. It can detect a lot of things. So here I'm trying to copy this object image, and let's see. So this is like for me, this looks like a car. I'm not sure if this is exactly what's called as a minivan. Maybe it is, but it's getting minivan, cab, car wheel, etc. But most highest probability is minivan. Now, what we want to do is, let me go back to the initial image, which was the crazy multiple animal image. Maybe I'll just rename this as animals.jpg. And what we want to see is, okay, first let us run this. What we want to see is, we just want to make sure that when the Inception V3 is saying that this image has African elephant, how do we know that the neural network is actually looking at these set of pixels? Because these are the pixels corresponding to the African elephant. This is not an elephant. This is not an elephant. All of these are different animals. So let's actually try to explain the prediction using Lime. So first we have to install Lime. So run pip install Lime, and we'll be, yeah, this should not take too much time. And then what we use is we use this Lime image explainer and create an explainer using the Lime image explainer. So first, let me import Lime image. So this Lime image is imported from the Lime package. I'll just put it here. Then we define the explainer. Now what we do is we are creating the explanation here. So explanation meaning which are the top n number of islands or top n number of features which are relevant for the particular prediction. And we'll also figure out what is the weightage of each of those features. So running this will create the explanation using the explainer. So if you remember, explainer is this function from the Lime package, Lime image explainer, and we are generating the explanation for the images. So here it's images of 0 because we just want the first element in this array. And this is the prediction, the Inception V3's prediction. We are looking at the top 5 labels, and there is a beautiful way in which we can see what the neural network was seeing when it was making the prediction. So we'll come to that as soon as this is finished. This will take some time because we are creating explanation for an image. Creating explanation for text-based data or tabular data is faster, but this is a bit slower. So I'll pause the video and I'll come back once this is fully finished. Okay, so this has finished running. So the explanation has been generated by the Lime explainer. Now let's look at the image segments that are contributing maximum towards the classification. So first we will import the skimage.segmentation. And then what we are doing is we are going to now see the top 5 superpixels that are most positively contributing towards the classification. So if you remember correctly, the top class was, I think, African elephant. Yeah, it was African elephant. Second most relevant class was water buffalo. It was 6.6%. This was 17%. So we can look at and water buffalo, if I remember, I think this is water buffalo, I guess. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think this is water buffalo. So we should have, for African elephant, these are the super pixels, and we can, these are actually top 5 super pixels that we are plotting. So number of features equal to 5. So it has 5 clusters. So let's start with 1. If we are only plotting 1 super pixel, so super pixel are those islands which are contributing maximum. So this is the first one. If I put 2, we will have 2 of such islands. So this part and this part. So since they are overlapping the boundary between them, since they are connected to each other, the boundaries between them are not visible. 3 means we have something like this. Something more is added. So let's top the top 5. And these are the pixels that are responsible most for, say, for the Inception V3 saying that this is highest percentage of this image is African elephant. We can also plot along with the rest of the image. So here all we have to do is hide rest equal to false. So here it was true, but here hide rest equal to false. So everything is shown, and we can clearly see that somehow the super pixels contributing maximum towards African elephant is only containing elephant mostly. The other animal, the pixels corresponding to other animals are not falling within that, which is pretty good. Now we can also see pros and cons. So what that means is pixels that are contributing most positively towards elephant and also most negatively towards elephant. So because of whatever you see in the green color, they are all positively contributing towards elephant, African elephant, and all these in red are negatively contributing towards African elephant. And we can also have a look at the pros and cons with at least weight of 0.1. So I guess this we can increase or decrease to see how many such green and red islands are being displayed. So when the minimum weight increases, only few islands will have that kind of a weightage. So here, if I make this 0.05, the number of islands would decrease. So each of these islands have certain weightage that makes it attributed to classifying the image. So this green island or the green collection of super pixels contribute maximum positively, and this contributes maximum negatively. We can also plot the same thing using this kind of heat map, and again you see that the same region of super pixels, which you remember, this is the shape. This was the shape of the super pixels contributing maximum towards maximum positively, and this was the maximum red, and that's exactly what you see here. These set of pixels are maximum red, and these set of pixels are maximum blue, which means they are all positively contributing towards African elephant. These are all negatively contributing towards African elephant. Now what we can do is, so here we were looking at the explanation.top labels of 0. Now explanation.top labels of 1 is the explanation for the second best prediction. Second best prediction was water buffalo, if I think. So here, let's see if we are able to, the model is actually looking at water buffalo, and maybe number of features can be 2. So you see, it is indeed capturing water buffalo with very, very good accuracy. If I keep it as 1, we will most likely only see the super pixels around the water buffalo. So this is very, very accurately able to capture water buffalo. And the third best prediction was, let's see, what was the next animal? Ram. Let's see the ram. So I can change this to top labels of 2. So this the best super pixel should only show ram. Okay, this is the ram. Okay, I guess. Okay. And now we have, pros and cons for the second, the second best prediction. So pros and cons as in whichever pixels are contributing maximum positively towards the water buffalo and maximum negatively towards it. So these set of pixels, if I reduce this to maybe 5, it will show the top 5 green pixels plus top 5 red pixels. So the elephant is contributing, giraffe, elephant, these things are contributing negatively towards water buffalo, and the buffalo itself and this background is contributing positively towards water buffalo. So this is an amazing way in which we can see that indeed the convolutional neural network is looking at the correct set of pixels to make the classification. We can now upload another set of image with a multiple number of animals and see how the classification looks like. I have downloaded another group image of animals, which I'm going to upload to this folder. So this is the new image, and let's run the code once again. I'll rename this. It's group.jpeg, and it's a similar looking image, but a bit more clear. It's not as pixelated. So there is giraffe, there are a bunch of other animals, and let's see which are the top predictions. So there is zebra, hartebeest, impala, gazelle, leopard. So this is good. I am not sure if actually leopard is there. This looks like all like a lion. There is impala is there, gazelle is there, I guess, or vice versa. And leopard, I'm not sure if I see the leopard. I'm so surprised why this does not say there is giraffe. It's very counterintuitive. But anyways, let's run the explainer once again. And once this is finished running, let's see which are the top predictions. I'll pause and come back once this is finished. Okay, so this has finished running, and now let's look at the image segments that are most important. So first, let's see for the top label, which is zebra, which are the top 1 superpixel. So indeed, the black and white stripes are the most relevant superpixel. And if we plot top 2 superpixels, there is the leg portion of the zebra also coming. And if we make it 3, I guess then there are a few more animals coming. So I guess these are not really contributing very nicely for towards the classification. But we can see with the rest of the image. So this is the group of superpixels contributing towards zebra. And if we plot the positive and negative, which are contributing, this whole green set of superpixels are contributing positively. This is a faint red contributing negatively. And let's look at the most important group of positive or negative pixels. They are these have the highest weightage, greater than 0.05. And if we can plot the heat map, the heat map shows blue predominantly where zebra is present, and the rest of the things are a bit faded. So indeed the CNN is seeing the right thing here. It's not looking at random portions of the image to take a decision. We can also look at the second most important prediction, which was, the second one was hartebeest. What is this? Actually, I don't know what is this animal. Okay, this is the animal. I guess that is this one. Okay, let's see which are the pixels contributing towards that. These are the pixels contributing towards that. Is that the actual animal? I am not sure. Isn't that the hippo? Yeah, I'm actually not sure. Let's plot top three features. Yeah, I guess this is not very good. What about the next prediction? The third one was, I think, impala. I guess it's either this or this. I don't know which one is impala and which one is gazelle. I cannot distinguish both. But you can see that this is not correct. I guess the top one was good. Zebra was really good, but these are not correct. I guess impala and the hartebeest, they are not being identified correctly, I guess. But overall it's nice because zebra is correctly recognized. We can also try with just one animal. This could be our last example. So let's run tiger1.jpg. This should be just the tiger, and of course the pixels corresponding to tiger should be the ones that are relevant. Okay, and yeah, so this is the tiger, and let us run this once again. I'll pause and come back once this is finished. Should take only a few minutes. This has finished the run. Now let's look at the tiger image. The top 3 superpixels, it's indeed the face plus eyes of the tiger. And the top 5 is just tiger. So this is very good. And if we are plotting the tiger with the rest of the image, it's indeed capturing the tiger. If we plot top 8 features, top 8 superpixels, perhaps, okay, some background is coming. Instead of the paws of the tiger coming, I guess the background is coming a little bit. And let me check what is the second prediction. Second is tiger cat, third is jaguar, but jaguar, leopard and lynx has very low, they have very low probability. Tiger cat has 14.5%. So maybe I'll just check that, and that'll be the last thing. So top explanation. Okay, let's just check the heat map ones. It should be predominantly in the middle region. Yeah, so tiger part is blue, which is the superpixels with highest weightage, and rest of the things are very faded. And let's look at the second one, which is the tiger cat. Maybe that is also, yeah, it's also the same pixels which are contributing maximum towards the prediction of tiger cat. I guess it makes sense. So that's it. That's all about Lime for image data. So we can, as a summary, we can create convolutional neural network based models for classifying images, and the classification accuracy of the model alone is not sufficient. And the reason for that is the model might be giving good classifications, but we are not sure if the model is looking at the right thing. In self-driving car, imagine that during the training, the self-driving process has very high accuracy, but unless we are so sure that the model is seeing what a human is seeing while going on a highway, we will not be very comfortable traveling in the car. So this is a way in which we can confirm that the parts of the image that contributes to classifying that image as something or the other. So classifying this image as tiger or zebra. For a human, we are looking not at the background pixels, we are looking at the pixels corresponding to the tiger over here. So similarly, we can see if CNN is also looking at the same pixels with the highest weightage for making the prediction or making the classification. So try this out, try out with different images, try also with confusing images like husky versus wolf, and see what you're getting. So with that, we'll end this lecture here, and we'll see in the next lecture.